why do we keep having the same argument
Man,
over and
over
over
and
and
over
over and
again.
over?
Why? Why do we? We get this question a lot
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah. So you want to start, or you want me to start, or?
I mean, you better at that side of it than I am.
Well, y'all know, nah, not really, babe, not really, babe. But hey, listen, y'all know why you keep having the same argument over and over. Y'all hear me talk about this all the time. Patterns, good people, right? Because the argument is not between two people. It's
No.
between two nervous system stories, right? So how I would answer that over 27 years, man, the
Mhm.
biggest one of the things that helped us and me personally is understanding that wifey's nervous system experienced th- those things differently.
Right, right.
Whatever it is,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
whatever.
saying?
I mean,
I'm
it could
trying
be
to think about,
anything.
yeah, better words,
From
yeah.
childhood, they're carrying things from childhood, and depending on when they got married, could be their early
There's,
adult
yeah,
life or a
yeah,
previous. Maybe they're in a second marriage and
yeah.
they're carrying things from their first
Right.
marriage.
Yeah, no, real talk. Because what happens is your spouse says something and it triggers you.
Mm-hmm.
So that trigger pulls up those outdated survival loops and patterns, right? The
Right.
story that you hear us talk about a lot, right?
Yeah.
So you really got to slow yourself down enough when you're in conflict like that with each
Mhm.
other or disagreement. I wouldn't even call it conflict.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just a different, disagreement. But that question, why we argue about this, man, we get that so much. And that's just the answer I always give people. You got to slow yourself down enough to recognize that you're not arguing against your partner.
Right.
It's two nervous systems.
Yeah.
So you gotta, would you say you just gotta listen better in that situation too?
Well, yeah, you got to really recognize first your own pattern.
Yes,
What is
yeah.
your own pattern? We have to hold ourselves accountable first.
Yeah.
Because I know I have my own patterns, and then when you say something, I'm like, eh. So I got to recognize my own pattern, number one, and then is your spouse open to looking at their patterns?
Yeah. No,
I mean, because
that's
it is
true.
a two-way street. I
It
mean, they
is.
both have to be able to look at their own patterns and recognize, oh, I'm feeling like this because of this. They do have to come together in
yeah.
that and recognize their own patterns, and then realize, okay, well, if I feel like I'm in a good space and we have this argument, well, maybe it's because his pattern is triggered and I got to
Yeah.
give him grace in that
Okay,
area.
yeah, no, real talk, man. You spitting them gems today,
Thank you, baby.
yeah, and then too, I wrote this down. Most couples solve the surface issue instead of the nervous system pattern. Like we talk
Very
about,
true, yeah.
they stay on the surface level instead of really getting down.
I was a surface girl. I don't need to go deeper. Ain't nothing here to see.
You was a surface girl.
I was. I mean,
she was, good people. She used to always tell me, "Hey, it ain't always deeper." And I'm like, "Babe, there's something deeper driving that." Now we understand that the habit, like that. Most people understand their habits, but they don't understand the pattern. See, I always say it like this: the habit is what we can really see because that's the behavior. Right, you can tell. Oh, I need to stop hollering. I need to stop. Whatever that is, we can see that. But it's the pattern that's driving the behavior that you got to get down to. So that's how we would answer that first question. I would think you just got to kind of slow yourself down, recognize your patterns, and just understand you're not arguing with your spouse. Right. You're not arguing with another person. It's two nervous systems and two different stories about that experience.